Hi, my name is Dave Tran, and this is LuxTV, shedding and spreading light for the chiropractic student. We have chiropractor Dr. Rhea Zimmerman Komarek in Napa, California, and she graduated from Life West in 2007. Dr. Rhea, welcome to LuxTV.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, so let's get straight to it.
Okay.
So how did you get your start in chiropractic?
Well, my first inspiration with chiropractic was when I was living in New York, and I had an incredible injury that happened on a mountain bike and had never thought about chiropractic before. I didn't know what it was. I was my mid-20s at that point and followed a friend's advice to go see a chiropractor, and that totally shifted my perception of what it was. Actually, I didn't really have many preconceived notions of it. The best would be to say it just wasn't on my radar at all. And what I loved about my office is that they really talked to me about the full connection of body, mind, health, how it all relates, and the simple message that by adjusting me, I could fully heal. And that's what happened. And that experience then led to inspire me to want to do that.
Yeah. And so you graduated from Life West and so you're out in California, and you just had a kind of a big week this week. So your movie just got released or premiered.
Yep, we did the world premiere of Love Bomb last night here in town.
Yeah, that's exciting. So what gave you the idea to do a documentary on chiropractic?
Well, first I'd say the documentary isn't really on chiropractic. It's about the transformational power of love and service, and happens to feature a story with chiropractic in it.
Gotcha.
So my inspiration to do it really came from my experience of doing service trips and being on a few and feeling on a personal level how incredibly impactful they were to experience the power of love in a group coming together to serve, and then the type of connections that I would feel with people when I was doing that level of service, where it felt soul to soul. And so the idea first came really authentically of, wow, I think this would make a great story to share with other people. So that's how the film started, was really from the perspective of, let's go capture this and then see what story emerges from there.
Yeah, it was kind of neat to kind of follow your journey along, because you did a good job of kind of updating everybody that was following along with your adventures and stuff like that. And it was cool to see how all of the different doors kind of opened up for you, and you were spending time and interviewing some of the greatest minds that I have even got to, I guess, barely even hear online and stuff like that. So what was your kind of big things that you've kind of taken away from this entire process?
One of them actually, I feel, came from something that Joseph Chilton Pierce said to me when I did my interview with him. And he said, when you step out into the unknown, something always forms underfoot. And that's been this whole process, because actually I never set out to make the movie myself. I thought it was a great idea somebody else could do.
Yeah.
And through my relationship with the person who became my director of photography and editor, he really empowered me to step in to be producer and director on the project. So every single step of the way has been that process of stepping out into the unknown and something forming underfoot.
Yeah. And then how did you come up with the title?
The title? So the title, actually, I was down at a tasting room at a friend's giving a talk about the service. She invited me to talk about our service trips. And as I was trying to describe the impact that happens when we go into a community and adjust that many people at one time. And the term that came out was, it's like we're dropping a love bomb. So that's the first time I ever heard the term, and it came out of my mouth. And then that was about 3 months before we sat down for our full storyboard meeting about the film, and we're getting serious about fundraising for it. And at that point, I actually had a working title of Fueled with Love. And I was just driving, and I got that innate hit, actually, of, we're not calling it Fueled with Love, this thing is Love Bomb. That's what we're going to call it. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah, so I know that some other people are doing some screenings around the country and so forth like that. So so how could students and chiropractors that generally kind of watch my YouTube channel get in touch with you and get involved and and check out your movie?
Well, there's a few ways anyone can email me, and I don't know if you have the technology to post my email address, but I'm happy for you to do that. It's Dr. Rhea, dr.rhea @blossomlife.com. You catch that?
Yeah.
Okay, so they can feel free to email me. The information actually on how to host a screening is right on my website. If they go to lovebombthemovie.com and then click on host a screening, I spell out the process there, and anyone can do it. All you have to do is go there and decide you want to do it. It's extremely easy to set it up, and then it definitely takes some follow through on some of the steps that I've spelled out of ideas and ways to generate an audience that they can build a theater and guarantee a screening inside of a theater. And having just had the screening last night, actually, of the first time of seeing it in the theater, I'm feeling very passionate about people doing this because it's quite incredible. Number one, to experience the film in the theater, full screen, full sound, being there in presence like that really brings about the transformation from watching it. And then also, some of the feedback I've already gotten from people was how powerful it was to look around in the theater and feel that they realized that they're surrounded by people in their community who are also interested and passionate about love.
Yeah.
I think that in itself it's a love bomb for the community.
Yeah, and then I'm hoping to team up with some local people in Houston and get one down here for the local chiropractic college as well. So,
awesome.
Yeah. So, what would be your greatest advice for a chiropractic student?
My greatest advice for a chiropractic student is to keep an open mind. I think that it's really easy through school to narrow and get passionate about one thing or another within chiropractic, and we have, I'd say one of our greatest challenges as a profession is a splintering in our ideas and a tendency to group off into small groups and then start judging other people. And so I think we need a culture change, and so for students I would really ask them to keep an open mind, because I think in many ways students are the most vulnerable to the culture being passed down to them of interjudgmental tendencies. So keep an open mind, keep in your heart, learn and study your craft and get amazing at it, and learn to be able to have a really beautiful, loving conversation with others in the profession.
Wow, that's wonderful advice, and thank you for your time today. If you want to get some more information or want to connect with Dr. Rhea, check out the links below. And every week I will be uploading another interview with a giant in our profession. So please share this with your classmates, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. My name is Dave Tran, and this was LuxTV, shedding and spreading light.